Of the students who eat in a certain cafeteria, each student either likes or dislikes lima beans, and each student either likes or dislikes Brussels sprouts. Of these students, 2/3 dislike lima beans, and of those who dislike lima beans, 3/5 also dislike Brussels sprouts. How many of the students like Brussels sprouts but dislike lima beans? And so this just sounds like a classic overlapping set problem, a problem type that I love, because if you know how to do overlapping set problems and you are used to doing them, they are easy. And if you have never seen one before, like a lot of people taking the Gmat will be the case for them, it will be damn near impossible. That's the type of question that I like, ones I find easy that other people will find hard, because that is how I separate myself. So if this is indeed an overlapping set, how can we set it up? So we get kids who like lima beans, and then kids who dislike lima beans. Then we got our kids who like Brussels sprouts, and then the ones who dislike Brussels sprouts. And that is our matrix. It looks like we can fill in a good chunk of this matrix from the prompt. Each student either likes or dislikes lima beans. Of these students, 2/3 dislike lima beans. So when they say of these students, they mean of the total students. So what does that mean? So if I have some total number of students, T, 2/3 of those students dislike lima beans. So that will be 2/3 T over here, which means 1/3 of our students like lima beans. Of those who dislike lima beans. And so that is only of these 2/3 T students. So of these students, 3/5 also dislike Brussels sprouts. So that means no lima beans, no Brussels sprouts. And so 3/5 of 2/3 T. What is that? 2/5 T. And so seeing this, what I might do is try and get everything in terms of a common denominator, which is 15. So this will be 6T over 15. This will be 10T over 15. And this here will be 5T over 15. And so we should be able to fill in this spot here, Brussels sprouts, but no lima beans, and that should be 4T over 15. And so I haven't even looked at the question yet, or I forgot what the question is saying, but one little bit of just Gmat strategy here. If I had 5 seconds left at this point and didn't have time to look at the statements, I'm guessing D here, because so much of my table is filled out just from the prompt that it seems like if they give me any information at all that allows me to fill in any of these cells, everything else is going to fall into place after that, and I should be able to answer any question that they ask me based on that. So if I had to guess, I would say D. Let's see if I am, in fact, right. How many of the students like Brussels sprouts but dislike lima beans? So we're looking for this cell here, right? But because all of our cells so far are in terms of T, if we're looking for 4T over 15, because it's data sufficiency, I can really just rephrase this question as what is T? Or what is the number of my total students? Then I look at the first statement, and we look at this. 120 students eat in the cafeteria. And that directly answers our rephrased question. No math needed, because we took the time to do our work up front. Sufficient. Statement 2, 40 of the students like lima beans. So that is this box here. And so that means 5T over 15 is equal to 40. And we should be able to solve for T here, which means indeed D, looking like it's going to be our answer. Let's confirm. Let's make sure our statements don't contradict each other, because they shouldn't, that we get 120 for t. And so if this is the case, t should be equal to 40 times 15 over 5, which is just 3. 40 times 3 is 120. So D is the answer, and my prediction was correct.